know who we are? We are gentlemen of Japan. On many a vase and jar, on many a screen and fan, we figure in lively pains, our attitudes queer and quaint. You're wrong if you think it ain't. If you think we all look the same, Oriental from ear to ear, take a look at our lower frame. Spot the difference from the rear. Perhaps suppose it's wrong, can't keep it up all day long. If that's your idea, you're wrong. If that's your idea, you're wrong. If you want to know who we are, we are gentlemen of Japan. On bar and drop, on screen and fan, on many, 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 many a drop. On bars and drop, on screen and
Gentlemen, I pray you tell me where a gentle maiden dwelleth named Yum Yum, the ward of Coco. In pity speak, oh speak, I pray you.
Why? Who are you who ask this question?
Come gather round me, and I'll tell you. A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballads, songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby. My catalogue is long through every passion ranging, and to your humours changing, I tune my supple song, I tune my supple song. Are you in sentimental mood? I'll sigh with you. Sorrow, on the maiden's coldness do you brood? I'll do so too. Sorrow, sorrow, I'll charm your willing ears with songs of lovers' fears, with sympathetic tears my cheeks bedew. Sorrow, sorrow. What if patriotic sentiment is wanted? I have patriotic ballads cut and dried. For whene'er a country's banner may be planted, all other local banners are defied. Our warriors in serried ranks assembled, and never quail or they conceal it if they do. And I shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble before the mighty troops, the troops of Nanki-Poo.
We shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble, tremble with a love before the mighty troops, the troops of Nanki-Poo.
And if you call for a song of the sea, we'll heave the capstan round with a yo heave-ho, for the wind is free, her anchors a trip and her helms a lee. Hurrah for the homeward bound.
Yo-ho, heave-ho, hurrah for the homeward bound.
To lay aloft in a howling breeze may tickle a landsman's taste, but the happiest hour a sailor sees is when he's down at an inland town with his Nancy on his knee. Yo-ho!
Then man the captain, off we go as the tailor swings us round. With the Yogi-Po and around below, around to the homeward bound. With the Yogi-Po and around below. Yo-ho, hee-ho, yo-ho, hee-ho, 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 yo-ho.
I have a song to sing.
What is your song?
Sing-a-tank, sing-a-tank, sing-a-tank,
Sing-a-tank,
sing-a-tank, sing-a-tank,
sing-a-tank. Act upon it if you can. Happy man, if you can. Nothing venture, nothing win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round.
Of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby, and dreamy lullaby.
So, hey! Hitachi!
Hitachi!
Very sucky motor. Who owns the... Who owns the piano?
I do.
Name?
Nanki-Poo, and yours?
I am Pooh-Bah, Lord High. Just about everything, really. What is your business here?
I'll tell you. A year ago, I was a member of the Titipu Town Band. It was my duty to pass the cap around for contribution. While discharging this delicate office, I saw Yum Yum. We loved each other at once, but she was betrothed to her guardian, Coco, a cheap tailor. And I saw that my suit was hopeless.
Bueno?
Hidone.
Huh?
Hellensteins.
Oh, yeah.
Overwhelmed with despair, I quitted the town. But judge my delight when I heard a month ago that Coco had been condemned to death for flirting. I hurried back at once in the hope of finding Yum Yum. At liberty to witness my protestations.
What?
Witness my protestations.
No, thank you. It is true that Coco was condemned to death for flirting, according to the Mikado's law, but
Mikado!
But he was reprieved at the last moment and raised to the exalted rank of Lord High Executioner under the following remarkable circumstances. Take it away.
Hey!
No, sorry. No, I meant take it away. I meant take the piano away, not start the band.
When I hear those words, take it away.
Yeah, but I just
when
said,
the music
no, I meant
starts,
take it
and
away,
once
not
we
take it
start,
away.
There's just no turning back.
Okay, fine.
We seek the professional sound that professional
Okay, I'll sing it
musicians
then. We'll sing it. We're going to sing it. Singing positions. Our great Mikado virtue.
Mikado!
Is that going to happen every time someone says Mikado?
Mikado!
The show's called the Mikado. It's going to be...
Mikado!
Well, I wish someone would tell me. We have worked together before, haven't we?
Aren't you Rolf Harris?
No, I'm not Rolf Harris. Take it away. Two men. Two little boys had two little...
There you are. That's Rolf Harris.
I'm confused, sorry. Our great Mikado virtue. Virtuous man, when he to rule our land began, resolved to try a plan whereby young men might best be steadied. So he decreed in words succinct that all who flirted, leered or winked, unless connubially linked should... Connubially linked? It's a Japanese phrase. It means torture and darkness and despair. You know, married. Should forthwith be beheaded, beheaded, beheaded. Should forthwith be beheaded. And I expect you'll all agree he was right to so decree. And I am right, and you are right, and all is right as right can be.
And you are right, and we are right, and all is right as right as right can be. And all is right as right can be. Right as right can be.
This stern decree, you'll understand, caused great dismay throughout the land. For young and old and shy and bold were equally affected. The one who winked a roving eye or breathed a non-connubial sigh was this. Non-connubial happiness, sunshine, single. Was thereupon condemned to die. Usually objected. He usually objected. And you'll allow, as I expect, he was right to so object. Forget it, Spot, you've already had the operation. And I am right, and you are right, and everything is quite correct.
And you are right, and we are right, and everything is quite correct. And everything is quite correct. All is white.
Cowabunga. And so, we straight let out on bail a convict from the county jail, whose head was next on some pretext condemned to be mowed off. And we made him the headsman, for we said, the next one to be decapitated. Quiet! Cannot cut off another's head till he's cut his own off, his own off, his own off, until he's cut his own off. And I am right, I think you'll say, to argue in this kind of way. And I am right, you are right, she'll be right, talurale.
And you are right, and we are right, and she'll be right, talurale. And you are right, and we are right. And all
I love this bit.
is right.
Sega Mega Drive!
Coco, the chief tailor, Lord High Executioner of Titipu. Well, that's the highest rank a citizen can attain. And how good of you, for I see that you're a nobleman of the highest rank. To condescend to tell all this to me, a mere strolling minstrel.
Well, don't mention it. I'm in point of fact a particularly famous person of pre-Adamite ancestral descent. And you will understand this when I tell you I can trace my family back to a primordial protoplasmal atomic globule. Not now, Cato. But consequently, my family pride is inconceivable. I can't help it, I was born this way. But I struggle hard to overcome this defect. I mortify my pride continually. When all the great officers of state resigned because they were too proud to serve under an ex-tailor, I unhesitatingly accepted all of their posts at once. Consequently, it is my degrading duty to serve this upstart Coco as First Lord of the Treasury,
Aye.
Lord Chief Justice,
Aye.
Commander-in-Chief,
Aye.
Lord Mayor,
Aye.
Event Manager at Ericsson Stadium. It's a very tricky job. Well, with this Super League thing, the only game the Warriors are going to be playing is against Neil Diamond. Yes, well... I am also Archbishop of Nanki-Poo, Roman Catholic and the rest, Minister for Racing, Leader of the Opposition, and Prime Minister.
Also!
I know, it comes with the job. But as you can see, I'm a regular one-man band.
And you accepted the salaries attached.
You did.
Yes, all right, I am a Pooh-Bah paid for his services, a mere salaried minion. Thus am I constantly insulted. I do it, and it revolts me, but I do it.
And it does you credit.
What?
It does you credit.
No, son, no. This is an election year. There is no credit.
No credit!
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
But I do retail state secrets for a very low figure. For example, any further information about yum yum comes under the heading of a state secret.
Oh, yes, hold on,
Oh dear, I've just been insulted again. It's only a light one. Very well. We'll tell you all about yum yum. But you won't get the orchestral version. Take it away. Sing!
Yum and despair likewise go to yum the fair. You must not do. This will not do. I'm sorry for you. You very imperfect ablutioner. This very day from school yum Will went away and homeward come with beat of drum and a rum-tum-tum to wed the Lord High Executioner.
And the brass will clash, and the trumpets bray, and the cards are dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
And the brass will crash, and the trumpets play, and the cards are dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
It's a hopeless case, as you may see, and in your place away I'd flee. But don't blame me, I'm sorry to be of your pleasure a diminutioner.
What?
It means I feel sorry for you. They'll seal their pact extremely soon. In point of fact, this afternoon, a honeymoon with that buffoon at 7 command says, so you shall come.
And the brass will crash, and the trumpets play, and the cards are dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner. And the brass will crash, and the trumpets play, and the cards are dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner. With the Lord High.
No, I'm sorry, I distinctly said everybody. Not just some nice people, while others sit there staring at their programs in their laps, thinking, oh God, please don't look at me. It's a very valid theatrical device intended to establish a rapport between the performers and the audience, and therefore add to the ambience of the evening by breaking down the fourth wall. That's if you're a theatre critic. In truth, it's a bit of a cheap trick to get you all involved, clapping along, making sure you think you'll enjoy yourselves, because the reality is that most of you haven't got a clue what's happening, have you? Well, just forget it. It's colour and movement anyway. So we'll try it again, this time with everybody clapping. And I should point out, too, that if you feel you can hide in the dark or secrete yourself away in the balcony with no one looking, the ushers are everywhere. They're watching. Your seats are numbered so we know your names and addresses. So we'll all try it from once more. Everybody clapping. Here we go. Ready?
1, 2. And the brass will crash, and the trumpets play, and the cards are dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
Look at that.
With the Lord High.
Excellent. Thank you very much. With the plot. This is Nanki-Poo. Is he a mere travelling minstrel or something more? He is in love with Yum Yum. Coco has already been condemned to death for flirting. And excuse me, Mr. Cody, you better stop the device. No, Coco, not Coda. No. Sorry? Oh, sorry, I've got... Oh, no. No, wait. Please. No, we haven't finished yet. Big finish. Ready? Execution! Hey!
And have I journeyed for a month or nearly to learn that yum-yum? Whom I love so dearly, this day to Coco is to be united.
Yes, old chap, I'm sorry, but it's true. The fact appears to be as you've recited. But hark! Here he comes.
Oh, no. I think we should try for that note one more time.
But hark! Here he comes.
Missed it by about that much.
All those singing lessons wasted. But hark! Here he comes. Equipped as suits his station. Got any more insults, then?
No, you're doing pretty well on your own.
Then he'll give you any further information.
A dignified and potent officer, whose functions are particularly vital. Defer to the Lord High Executioner. Defer to the noble Lord, to the noble Lord, to the Lord High Executioner.
Taken from the county jail by a set of curious chances, liberated then on bail, on my own recognizances, wafted by a favoring gale, as one sometimes is in trances, to a height that few can scale, save by long and weary dances, surely never had a male. Under such like circumstances, so adventurous a tale, which may rank with most romances, taken from the county jail by a set of curious chances, surely never had a male, so adventurous a tale.
Don't do that!
The Lord High Executioner.
That's me! Gentlemen, I'm much touched by this reception. I can only trust that by strict attention to duty, I shall ensure a continuance of those favours, which it shall ever be my study to deserve. If I should ever be called upon to act professionally, I am happy to think there will be no difficulty in finding plenty of people whose loss will be a distinct gain to society at large.
As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list of society offenders who might well be underground and who never would be missed, There's the prying paparazzi always taking photographs, or fellows who have flabby hands and irritating laughs. All those who think the prostate's lying flat upon the mat, or persons who on shaking hands shake hands with you like that. And all third persons who on spoiling tete-a-tetes insist, they'd none of them be missed, they'll none of them be missed.
He's got them on the list, he's got them on the list, and they'll none of them be missed, they'll none of them be missed.
And dog owners who leave their doggies do about the place, call me a dogmatist, stamp it out, I insist. Graffiti, dull and boring, look for wit, there's not a trace. As funny as a cyst, it never would be missed. There's the idiot who praises with enthusiastic tone all centuries but this, and every country but his own, and commercials from America that tell us what to buy, that if we wear our Nike sports, we too can jump sky high. And that singular anomaly, the tactful journalist, I don't think they exist, so I'm sure they'll not be missed.
He's got them on the list, he's got them on the list, and they'll none of them be missed, they'll none of them be missed.
And Greg Chappell, whose underarm we can't deodorize, he should have been dismissed or loudly booed and hissed. And now he claims he was quite mad, we do apologize. He's gone right round the twist, like Fergie's shopping list. Computers that go down on you, but please don't tell Hugh Grant. He thought Divine Brown did a job computers can't supplant. But I think I might be careful. People have been known to sue. So the task of filling out the blanks I'd rather leave to you. But it really doesn't matter whom you put upon your list, for they'll none of them be missed. They'll none of them be missed.
You may put them on the list, you may put them on the list, and they'll none of them be missed. They'll none of them be missed.
I think I have room on my list for one or two more. You and you. Ha-ha! Pooh-Bah! Pooh-Bah! Ha-ha! Pooh-Bah! Hey-yang-dang-dang-dang-dang-dang. Pooh-Bah! Pooh-Bah! Hey-yang-dang-dang-dang-dang-dang. He's in Pooh-Bah's pay. Pooh-Bah! It seems that the festivities in connection with my approaching marriage must last a week. I should like to do it handsomely, and I want to consult you as to the amount we ought to spend upon them.
The amount? Why, certainly, in which of my capacities? First Lord of the Treasury, Lord Chief Justice, Commander-in-Chief, Travel Agent perhaps, Private Secretary?
Suppose we say Private Secretary.
Very good. Well, speaking as your Private Secretary, I should have to say... the city is going to have to pay for it, so don't stint yourself and do it well.
Exactly, as the city will have to pay for it. That is your advice.
It is?
Yes!
But of course you realize, as treasurer, it is my duty to see that due economy is observed.
But you said just now, don't stint yourself, do it well.
Yes, as private secretary.
And now you say due economy must be observed?
Yes, as treasurer.
Oh, I see. Well, come over here where the treasurer can't hear us. Now, as my solicitor, how do you advise me to handle this difficulty?
Very good. Well, speaking as your solicitor... No, speaking as your friend. I should have to say it's probably a fiddle, son. Go for it, because everyone else does.
Thank you, I will.
Yes. But then again, as Lord Chief Justice, it is my duty to see that the law is not violated.
Oh, I see. Well, come over here where the Chief Justice can't hear us. No, the Treasurer's not still here, is he?
No, he's back in the box.
Probably. Now, as Minister for Finance...
Yes, of course, as Minister for Finance, I could propose a vote that would cover all expenses.
Yes!
Were it not for the fact that as leader of the opposition, it would be my duty to fight it tooth and nail.
Damn.
However, as Commissioner for Taxation, I could so fiddle the books that myself, as Lord High Auditor, would have no knowledge of the fraud. Were it not for the fact that as Archbishop of Nanki-Poo, Roman Catholic and the rest, it would be my solemn duty to denounce my own dishonesty and turn myself over into my own custody as Commissioner of Police.
Aren't you already in jail?
No, that's Australia.
God damn.
But this is not to say that all of these distinguished gentlemen may not be, swayed with a rather considerable insult.
The matter shall have my careful consideration. But my bride and her sister's approach, any little compliment on your part, such as an abject grovel in a characteristic Japanese attitude, would be esteemed a favor.
Sorry, son. It's the money or the box.
No. Louis!
No.
Three little maids from school are we, hard as a schoolgirl all can be, filled to the brim with girlish glee. Three little maids from school, everything is a source of fun. Nobody's safe, for we care for none.
Life is a joke that's just begun.
Three little maids from school. Three little maids who all are wary, come from a ladies' seminary, Beatrice, genius, tutelary. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school.
One little maid is out for fun. Two little maids feel the same as one.
Three little maids is a total sum. Three little maids from school. From four little maids, take one away.
Three little maids remain and they
Won't have to wait very long, they say. Three little maids from school. Whoa, 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 whoa. Four little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids. So, three little maids who all unwary come from a ladies' seminary, Friedrich's genius tutelary. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school. Three little maids from school. Little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids, little maids. So, three little maids who really truly wants to be wicked and unruly, fresh from a taste of Nippon schooling. Hey, isn't that so cool? Three little maids from school.
One little maid is Miss Teenage.
Two little maids at the kissing stage. Three little maids who are out to rage. Three little maids from school. To one little maid on a shopping spree.
Two little maids tag on and we
Each have a genuine fake ID. Three little maids from school. Three little maids who look so haughty, fresh out of school and feeling sporty. Give us a chance and we'll be naughty. Ooh! 3 little maids from school, 3 little maids from school. Shoop, shoop, chee-doo.
At last! Yum, yum! My bride that is to be!
You're not going to kiss me before all these people, are you?
Well, I'm not going to kiss you after them. You'll be all wet and sloppy.
It seems odd, doesn't it?
Well, it is rather peculiar. I guess it's okay.
You've got to start somewhere. Well, of course, I know nothing about these things. But I've no objection if it's usual.
Oh, yes, it's quite usual. I think. Yes. Ooh. Oh, ooh.
Thank goodness that's over.
Hang on. Will you present me?
Oh,
one at a time. If you please.
If you please, this is the gentleman who used to perform so beautifully on the...
Oh, the Ray Wolf show.
Yes, I think that was it.
Is he that old?
Sir, I have the misfortune to love your ward, Yum Yum. Oh, I know I deserve your anger.
My anger? Not a bit, my boy. Why, I love her myself. Pooh-Bah! Charming, isn't she? Pretty eyes, lovely hair, got the lot, really. Pooh-Bah! I'm glad to hear my opinion backed up by a competent authority. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Take him away.
Take him away. Hey, excuse me, who are the cheeky babes? Little maids.
Allow me to present you. Pooh-Bah, First Lord of the Treasury, Lord Chief Justice, and Commander-in-Chief. These are my 4 wards.
Oh, please allow me. This works very well in Australia. Works here too.
The one on the end is my bride-elect.
Well, congratulations, elect. Well done.
No, Pooh-Bah, Pooh, please. Don't encourage them. They can't help it. They're in therapy for it.
Physio?
Nah, psycho. Come on, you bunch of nuts.
So please show much regret if we have failed in etiquette.
Oh, no.
Towards a man raised so high, we shall know better by and by.
But youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us, so pardon us.
And don't in girlhood's happy spring be hard on us, be hard on us, if we're inclined to dance and sing tra-la-la-la-la-la. But youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us, and don't in girlhood's happy spring be hard on us. Youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I think you ought to recollect you cannot show too much respect towards a highly titled few, but nobody does, so why should you? That youth, of course, must have its fling. It's hard on us to our prerogatives we cling. Pardon us, but I decline to dance and sing diddle-diddle-dum, diddle-diddle-dum.
But youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us, and don't hinder. Let's have its spring be hard on us. Youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Do you mind? I'm the Archbishop. I have enormous responsibilities. Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh, at last we are alone. Oh, I have sought you night and day for 3 weeks in the belief that your guardian was beheaded, and I find that you are to be married to him this afternoon.
Alas, yes.
But you do not love him.
Alas, no.
Then why do you not refuse him?
What good would that do? He's my guardian, and he wouldn't let me marry you.
But I would wait until you are of age.
You forget that in Japan, girls do not arrive at years of discretion until they are 50.
True, from 17 to 49 are considered years of indiscretion.
Besides, a wandering minstrel playing second keyboard outside tea houses is hardly a fitting husband for the ward of a Lord High Executioner.
But, shall I tell her?
Yeah, tell her.
Yes, she will not betray me. What if it should prove that I am not a musician?
There! I was certain of it as soon as I heard you play.
What if it should prove that I am no other than the son of the Mikado?
The son of the Mikado? But why is your Highness disguised? And what has your Highness done? And will your Highness promise never to do it again?
See, oh, hello? Some time ago, I had the misfortune to captivate Katisha, a powerful lady of my father's court. She misconstrued my customary affability into expressions of affection and claimed me in marriage under my father's law. My father ordered me to marry her within a week or perish ignominiously on the scaffold. That night, I fled his court and, assuming the disguise of a second keyboard, I joined the band in which you found me when I had the happiness of seeing you.
If you please, I think your Highness had better not come too near. The laws against flirting are excessively severe.
Oh, but we are quite alone and nobody can see us.
Still, that doesn't make it right. To flirt is capital.
It is capital.
And we must obey the law.
Oh, if it wasn't for the law, how happy we might be.
Happy indeed.
If it wasn't for the law, we should now be sitting side by side like this.
Instead of being obliged to sit half a mile off like this.
Gazing into each other's eyes like this.
Breathing sighs of unutterable love like this.
Oh, with our arms around each other like this.
Like this?
Yes.
Oh, if it wasn't for the law.
Oh, if it wasn't for the law.
As it is, of course, we couldn't do anything of the kind.
Not for worlds.
Being engaged to Coco, you know.
Being engaged to Coco. Were you not to Coco plighted, I would say in tender tone, loved one, let us be united, let us be each other's own. I would merge all rank and station, worldly sneers are naught to us, and to mark my admiration, I would kiss you fondly thus. I would kiss you fondly thus.
But as I'm engaged to Coco, to embrace you thus con fuoco, to distinctly need a Coco, and for thus I should get Coco.
Coco, so in spite of all temptation, such a theme I'll not discuss, and on no consideration will I kiss you fondly Let me make it clear to you, this is what I'll never do. This, oh this, oh this, oh this is what I'll never do. This, oh this, oh this, oh this is what you'll never do.
I'll never do.
You'll never do.
I'll never do.
Oh this is what I'll never do.
I am the Lord High Executioner. Chop. Like that. Oh. There she goes. Huh. To think how entirely my future happiness is tied up in that little parcel. Oh, really, it hardly seems worthwhile. Oh, matrimony. What is this? Can't you see I'm soliloquizing? You've interrupted an apostrophe, sir.
Oh, so did he. Not now, Cato. I bring a message from His Majesty, the Mikado. The Big M.
What in the world can he have to say to me?
No, read it.
Oh, okay. This is in Japanese. And English. Here it is at last.
What?
I knew it would have to come sooner or later.
What? The Mikado.
Him. Is struck by the fact that no executions have taken place in Nanki-Poo for a year, and decrees that unless somebody is beheaded within a month, the post of Lord High Executioner shall be abolished, and the city reduced to the rank of a village.
A village?
A what?
A village, idiot.
Reduced to the rank of a village, but that'll make us. That'll make us the village people! Oh, no! Stop that! Stop it! This will involve us all in irretrievable ruin.
Yes! There is no help for it. I shall have to execute somebody at once. The only question is, who shall it be?
Well, it does seem rather unkind to say so, old chap, but since you are already under sentence of death for flirting, everything seems to point to you.
Ah! To me? What are you talking about? I can't execute myself.
Why not?
Why not? Well, because, in the first place, self-decapitation is an extremely difficult, not to say dangerous thing to attempt. And second, it's suicide. And suicide is a capital offence.
Yes, well, I'm terribly sorry, but unless you can find a substitute...
Ha! Of course. Substitute. Nothing easier. Pooh-Bah! I appoint you Lord High Substitute.
Well, I'm a substitute.
For another guy.
I look pretty tall.
Your heels are high.
Yes. Such an appointment would realize my fondest dreams.
Yep.
But no!
What?
No, at any cost, I must set bounds to my insatiable ambition. Take it away.
Take it away.
Now, here, take it away.
Oh, you take it away.
Never mind. I am so proud if I allowed my family pride to be my guide. I'd volunteer to quit this sphere instead of you in a minute or two.
Yeah!
Ah! Help! I'm blind! It's cut off my head! Help! It was only my hair.
You should do something with it.
Well, I've been trying, but...
Well, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
But family pride can be denied and set aside and mortified and mortified.
My brain it teems with endless schemes, both good and new, for titty-po, for titty-po. But if I flit the benefit that I diffuse, the town would lose. Now every man to aid his clan must plot and plan as best he can.
And so, although I wish to go, and greatly pine to brightly shine and take the line of a hero fine with grief condign, I must decline.
And go and show both friend and foe how much you dare. I'm quite aware it's your affair, yet I declare I take your share, but I don't much care.
I must.
So I object.
I must.
So I object.
I must.
So I object.
I must. I must decline. I must decline.
To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong knock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong knock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. A dull, dark dock, a lifelong knock, a short, sharp shock, a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a pestilential prison and awaiting the sensation of a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block.
This way, chaps, take no notice. Don't enjoy it.
This is simply appalling. I'll see if I can hit him. Oh, missed. Unless I execute somebody, Titty-Poo will be reduced to the rank of a village. And I, who allowed myself to be respited at the last moment simply in order to benefit my native town, am now required to die within a month. Is this public gratitude? Is this somebody else? How dare you, sir? Am I never to be permitted to soliloquize?
Oh, go on. Don't mind me.
What are you going to do with that rope?
I'm about to terminate an unendurable existence.
Terminate your existence? Oh, nonsense. What for?
Because you were going to marry the girl I adore.
Oh, nonsense, sir. What are you doing? I won't permit it. I am a human. No, don't do that. No, that's horrible. Why, you cold-blooded scoundrel. Are you aware that in taking your own life, you are committing a crime which is substitute.
What's the matter?
Are you absolutely certain that... Are you absolutely certain that you are resolved to die?
Absolutely.
And nothing whatever will shake your resolution?
Nothing.
Threats? Entreaties? Prayers? All useless?
All my mind is made up.
Then, if you really mean what you say, don't spoil yourself by committing suicide, but be beheaded handsomely at the hands of the public executioner.
But I don't see how that would benefit me.
You don't?
No.
Sit. Observe. You will have a month to live. When the day comes, there'll be a grand public ceremonial. You will be the central figure. No one will attempt to deprive you of that distinction. There'll be a procession. Bands playing. Bam, bam, banam, 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 banam. Have a banana. No. The Dead March. Bells tolling. All the girls in tears. Oh, Nanki, Nanki, Nanki. Oh, Nanki, 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 Nanki. Yum, yum. Distracted. Oh, poor Poo. Oh, poor Poo. Then, when it's all over, general rejoicings, and in the evening, a display of fireworks. see them, but they'll be there all the same.
Do you really think that Yum Yum would be distracted by my death?
I am convinced of it.
I should be sorry to cause her pain. I know how we'll manage it.
How?
Let me marry Yum Yum tomorrow, and in a month you can behead me. Oh. And you can marry her then.
Yeah, I never thought of that. After all, it is only putting off my wedding for a month. Oh, but you won't prejudice her against me, will you? You see, she's been educated to be my wife. She's been taught to think of me as a wise and good man. I wouldn't like her views on that point disturbed.
Trust me, she shall never learn the truth from me. Oh.
Sorry. I was just buying another house in Howick. 2. Ask you what you mean to do. We punctually appear.
Congratulate me, gentlemen. I found a volunteer.
The Japanese are quiver and for here.
'Tis Nanki-Poo.
Hail Nanki-Poo.
I think he'll do.
Yes, he'll do.
He yields his life if I'll Yum Yum surrender. Now I adore that girl with passion tender, and could not yield her with a ready will, nor her a lot, if I did not adore myself with passion tenderer still. With passion tenderer still.
Ah, yes, he loves himself with passion tender.
Take her. She's yours. No, not you, Pooh! Nanki-Poo.
4.
Take her. She's yours.
The threatened cloud has passed away. Although the night may come too soon.
Then let the throng join us with laughing song and merry dance. Then let the throng join us with laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song. With joyous shout and ringing cheer. Inaugurate the rhythm. Joyous shout and ringing cheer. Inaugurate the rhythm. Joyous shout and ringing cheer. Inaugurate the rhythm. Laughing song, merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance.
As in a month you have to die if Coco tells us true. To her empty compliment to cry long life to Nanki-Poo. But as a month you have to live as fellow citizen. This toast with 3 times 3 we give. Excuse me, just long life to you. I haven't finished yet. Long life to you. Long and tall and tan and lovely. I just invented karaoke.
Excuse me. Have you been drinking?
Of course I've been drinking, I have to.
Why's that?
I'm the ambassador to Australia. Long life to you.
Are you sure you're not the Prime Minister?
Till then.
May all good fortune prosper you. May you have health, may you have health and riches. May
I claim my perjured lover, Nanki-Poo. Thank you. O fool, to shun delights that never cloy.
Only the deadly work undone.
Come back, O shallow fool, come back to joy.
Away, away, ill-favored one.
Ah, 'tis Katisha, the maid of whom I told you.
No, you shall not go. These arms shall thus enfold you. O fool that fleest my hallowed joys, O blind that seest no equipoise, O rash that judges from half the whole, O base that grudges love's lightest toll, thy heart unbind, O fool, O blind, give me my place, O rash, O base, thy heart unbind, give me my place, O fool, O blind, O rash, O base, thy heart unbind, give me my place.
If she's thy bride, restore her grace, O fool, O blind, O rash, O base.
Pink cheek that rulest where wisdom serves, bright eye that foolest heroic nerve, rose lip that scornest law-laden years, smooth tongue that warnest who rightly hears. Thy doom is nigh, pink cheek, bright eye, thy name is wrong, rose lip, smooth tongue. Thy doom is nigh, thy knell is rung, pink cheek, bright eye, rose lip, smooth tongue. Thy doom is nigh, thy knell is rung.
If through her tail thy knell is rung, pink cheek, bright eye, rose lip, smooth tongue. If through her tail thy knell is rung, if through her tail thy knell is rung, thy knell is rung.
Away, nor prosecute your quest. From our intentions well expressed, you cannot turn us.
The state of your can you be abused towards the person you accuse
Does not concern us. Boy's going to marry young. And the brave berry, for all will be merry. I think you had better so come. And join our expressions of on his subject and pray you be dumb. And there are many who wait for a penny, so wait for your guidance is wrong. There's lots of good fish in the sea. On this subject we pray you be dumb. We think you had better succumb. Goodbye, there are many who wait for a penny, who wait for a penny. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There are lots of good fish in the sea. There's lots of good fish in the sea. There's lots of good fish in the sea, in the sea, in the sea, in the sea, in the sea.
The hour of gladness is dead and gone. In silent sadness I live alone. The hope I cherished, all lifeless lies, and all has perished, all has perished, save love. famous one, this insult you shall rue. In vain for mercy, on your knees you'll see. I'll tear the mask from your disguising.
Now comes the blow.
Prepare yourselves for new surprising.
How foil my foe?
No minstrel he, despite bravado. I know he is the son of your In vain you interrupt with this tornado. He is the only son of your I'll spoil your gay gambado. He is the son of your the son of your Ye torrents roar, ye tempest howl, your wrath outpour with angry growl. Do ye your worst, my vengeance calls, your rise triumphant over all.
In no more long and how to joy we saw, despite your struck the echoes of the festivals, your rise triumphant over all.
Prepare for woe, ye haughty lords, at once I go, Mikado wards.
Away you go, collect your horse, proclaim your woe with dismal cross.
We do not heed the dismal sound.
For joy reigns everywhere around.
We do not heed the dismal sound.
For joy reigns everywhere around. The festival shall rise triumphant over all. Shall rise triumphant
With vengeance shall be crowned.
More joy reigns everywhere around. We do not heed the dismal sound. More joy reigns everywhere around.
My wrongs be
Do not heed the dismal sound. More joy reigns
The raven hair with a sable tress, deck the maiden fair in her loveliness. Paint the pretty face, dye the coral leaf, emphasize the grace of her ladyship. Art and nature, thus allied, go to make a pretty bride. Art and nature, thus allied, go to make a pretty bride. Sit with pensive thought as your makeup's done. Aren't you glad you bought
Avon by the ton.
When a face looks wan, take a fine airbrush, and to turn him on, use artificial blush. Modesty and thrift go side by side, presents for the pretty bride. Modesty and marriage tide go to make a pretty bride. Braid the raven hairspray and lacquer it with new eclats. Deck the maiden fair, do it gently or she might deck us. Paint the pretty face so his lips will smooth. Naturally he'll trace our technique to Vidal's soon. Art and nature thus allied go to make a pretty bride. Made art and nature thus allied go to make a pretty bride.
Yes, I am indeed beautiful. Sometimes I sit and wonder in my artless Japanese way why it is that I am so much more attractive than anyone else in the whole world. Could this be vanity? No. Nature is lovely and rejoices in her loveliness. Oh! I am a child of nature! And I take after my mother. The sun whose rays are all ablaze with ever-living glory does not deny his majesty, he scorns to tell a story. He don't exclaim, I blush for shame, so kindly be indulgent. But fierce and bold, in fiery gold, he glories all effulgent. I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know the sun and I mean to rule the earth as he the sky. We really know our worth, the sun and I. Observe his flame, that placid dame, the moon's celestial highness. There's not a trace upon her face of diffidence or shyness. She borrows light that through the night mankind may all acclaim her. And truth to tell, she lights up well, so I for one don't blame her. Ah, pray make no mistake. everything seems to smile upon me. I'm to be married today to the man I love best, and I believe I'm the very happiest girl in Japan.
Happiest girl indeed, for she is indeed to be envied who has attained happiness in all but perfection.
In all but perfection?
Well, dear, the fact that your husband's going to be beheaded in a month does seem to be a bit of a drawback.
It does seem to take the top of things.
I think it very indelicate of you to refer to such a subject on such a day. If my married happiness is to be...
Cut short?
Well, cut short in a month. Oh, can't you let me forget it?
Yum Yum in tears. And on her wedding morn.
They've just been reminding me that you're to be beheaded in a month.
Oh, how some bridegrooms would be depressed by that sort of thing. A month? Oh, what's a month? These divisions of time are purely arbitrary. Who says 24 hours makes a day?
There's a popular impression to that effect.
Then we'll efface it. We'll call each second a minute, each minute an hour, each hour a day, and each day a year. At that rate, we've about 30 years of married happiness before us.
And at that rate, this interview has already lasted 4 hours and 3/4.
Which makes it lunchtime.
I'm starved. Let's eat.
Oh, come on,
I'm here for food for so long. It's been hours since I haven't eaten anything. Pizza!
Yes, how time flies when one is thoroughly enjoying oneself.
That's the way to look at it. Come on, let's not be downhearted.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. Oh, go on. Don't mind me.
I'm afraid we're distressing you.
No, never mind. I must get used to it. Only please, do it by degrees. Begin by putting your arm around her waist.
Like that?
Yes. Let me get used to that first.
Wouldn't you like to retire? It must pain you to see us so affectionate together.
No, I must learn to bear it. Now, oblige me by allowing her head to rest on your shoulder.
Like this?
Yes, I'm much obliged to you. Now, kiss her. Yeah, thank you! This is simple torture.
Oh, come, bear up. After all, it's only for a month.
No! It's no use deluding oneself with false hopes.
What do you mean?
Oh, my child. Oh, my poor child. Oh, how shall I break it to her?
Just tell her.
Oh, all right. My little bride that was to have been.
Was to have been?
Yes, you never can be mine.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Hang on. Oh, I have just ascertained that by the Mikado's... that by his law, when a married man is beheaded, his wife is buried alive.
Buried alive?
Yes, buried alive. Buried alive. It's a most unpleasant death.
But who did you get that from?
The Bee Gees.
The who?
No, not the Who. Some old rocker. Pooh Bah. Remember him? He's my solicitor.
But he may be mistaken.
Well, so I thought. So I consulted the Attorney General, the Auditor General, the Cook Islands Tax Commissioner. They're all of the same opinion. Bury it. I've never known such unanimity on a point of law in my life.
Darling, I don't want to appear selfish. And I love you with all my heart. In fact, I don't think I've ever loved anyone else half as much. But you see, when I agreed to marry you, I had no idea that I should be buried alive in a month.
Nor I. It's the very first I've heard of it.
It makes a difference, doesn't it?
Oh, it does make a difference, of course.
You see, buried alive, it's such a stuffy death.
I call it a beast of a death.
You see my difficulty, don't you?
Yes, and I see my own. If I insist on you carrying out your promise, I doom you to a hideous death. If I release you, you marry Coco at once.
Here's a howdy-do, if I marry you. When your time has come to perish, then the maiden whom you cherish must be slaughtered too. Here's a howdy-do, here's a howdy-do.
Here's a pretty mess, in a month or less. I must die without a wedding. Let the bitter tears I'm shedding witness my distress. Here's a pretty mess, here's a pretty mess. Here's a state of things, to her life she clings. A matrimonial devotion doesn't seem to suit her notion. Burial it brings. Here's a state of things, here's a state of things. With a passion that's intense I worship and adore, but the laws of common sense we oughtn't to ignore. If what I says is true, 'tis death to marry you. Here's a pretty state of things, here's a pretty howdy-do. Here's a pretty state of things, a pretty state of things.
Here's a howdy-do,
here's a howdy-do, here's a howdy-do. Here's a howdy-do. Matrimonial devotion doesn't seem to suit the notion. Burial it brings. Here's a pretty state of things, here's a pretty howdy-do. Here's a pretty state of things, a pretty state of things. Here's a howdy-do, here's a howdy-do. For if what he says is true, I cannot marry you. Here's a pretty, pretty state of things.
Ah! Wait, here's a slippery slope. If you both elope, chippy chop or tuna's clammy, either way it's a double whammy. Couldn't really cope. Not a lot of hope. Worse than any soap.
With a passion that's intense I worship and adore, but the laws of common sense we oughtn't to ignore. If what I says is true, 'tis death to marry you. Here's a pretty state of things, here's a pretty how-you-do. Here's a pretty state of things, a pretty state of things.
here's a howdy-do,
here's a howdy, here's a howdy-do.
Here's a howdy.
For if what I says is true, I cannot marry you. Here's a pretty, pretty state of, here's a pretty, 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 pretty state of things. Here's a pretty, how do you do?
You know, my boy, I really feel quite sorry for you.
Thanks, old fellow. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, so do I. But you see, I'm quite helpless.
Yes, we see.
I can't think of anything more distressing than to have one's marriage broken off at the last moment. But you shan't miss out on the wedding. You can come to mine, you can come to mine.
That's awfully kind of you, but that's impossible.
Why so?
Today, I die.
What do you mean?
I can't live without Yum Yum. This afternoon, I perform the Happy Dispatch.
No! I can't allow that!
Why not?
Why, hang it all, you're under contract to die by the hands of the public executioner within a month. If you kill yourself, what's to become of me? I shall have to be executed in your place.
It would appear so.
What is it?
It's a letter, and it says His Majesty and his suite will be here in 10 minutes!
He's coming to see whether we've carried out his orders.
Yes!
Now, look here, you know, this is getting serious. A bargain's a bargain, and you really mustn't frustrate the ends of justice by committing suicide. As a man of honor and a gentleman, you are bound to die ignominiously at the hands of the public executioner.
Oh, very well then. Behead me.
Oh. What? Now?
Certainly, at once.
Oh, come on, whack it off, chop, chop, it won't hurt you. Let's go.
No, my good fellow. I don't go about prepared to execute gentlemen at a moment's notice.
Why not?
I'm not ready for it. I don't know how it's done.
Oh,
I'm going to take lessons.
Oh, come on.
How have I ever killed a cockroach? I can't kill you. I can't kill anything. I can't kill anybody. Give me a hanky-nanky.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, that's better. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, come, my poor fellow. We all have unpleasant duties to discharge at times.
Got a big boogie on your butt.
Oh, what's that up there?
After all, what is it? If I don't mind, why should you? Remember, sooner or later, it must be done.
Must it? I'm not so sure about that.
What do you mean?
Well, why should I kill you when making out an affidavit that I've beheaded you will do just as well? There are plenty of witnesses here. The Lord Chief Justice, the Lord High Admiral, the Commander-in-Chief, the Executive Editor of the Nanki-Poo TV Guide.
But where are they?
There they are! And they'll all swear to it, won't you?
Am I to understand that all of us high officers of state are required to perjure ourselves in order to ensure your safety?
Why not? You'll be grossly insulted as usual.
Oh, insulted?
Grossly.
What is that, cash?
You take bank cards?
No credit!
I forgot my purse. Don't worry. I'll get one from the audience. Excuse me, is there somebody down here got a purse I can borrow? Can I borrow somebody's purse, please? Can I borrow your purse, please? Can I? Give it to me! Thank you very much! Goodness me! Gee whiz! Oh, you get the cheap seats and want to keep your purse? I don't know. Here, I'll put this in there as a bonus.
Oh, that's not her purse. No, it's the property of Richard Lowe. Very good. Name your fiction and I shall endorse it.
Yes, but I tell you that life without yum-yum...
Oh, yum, bother, bum. Commissioner, go fetch Yum-Yum.
Four.
Look, take Yum-Yum, marry Yum-Yum, only go away and never come back again. Yum's bum. Yum-Yum, are you particularly busy?
No, not particularly.
Have you got a spare 5 minutes?
Yes.
Then, go with His Grace, the Archbishop of Nanki-Poo. He'll marry you at once.
All right,
no,
then.
not you, Pooh! Nanki-Poo.
But if I
No, don't ask questions, just do as I tell you. Nanki-Poo will explain all.
Yes, but one moment...
No, not the walls! He's coming! And if he finds you alive, I shall have great difficulty in explaining that I've beheaded you. Now go! You too, Pooh! You too, Pooh? I thought he looked Fijian.
From every kind of man obedience I expect. I'm the Emperor of Japan.
And I'm his daughter-in-law elect. He'll marry his son, he's only got one, to his daughter-in-law elect.
My
morals have been declared particularly correct.
But they're nothing at all compared with those of his daughter-in-law elect. Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
In a fatherly kind of way I govern each tribe and sect. Oh, cheerfully own my sway.
Except his daughter-in-law elect. As tough as a bone with a will of her own is his daughter-in-law elect.
My nature is love and delight, my freedom from all defect
Is insignificant quite compared with his daughter-in-law elect. Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
Bow, bow to his daughter-in-law elect.
A more humane Mikado never did in Japan exist. To nobody's second, I'm certainly reckoned a true philanthropist. It is my very humane endeavor to make, to some extent, each evil liver a running river of harmless merriment. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pen unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
A source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
The advertising quack who wearies with tales of countless cures. His teeth I've enacted shall all be extracted by terrified amateurs. The fashionable figures who strut on the catwalk and need to swallow their pride are tied to a rack and force-fed a Big Mac and then slowly Kentucky fried. All leaders who test nuclear weapons away from their own outback are sent on a global cook's tour of Chernobyl and dumped there with Jack Chirac. The idiot who's an Elvis spotter in out-of-the-way locales. Hey, hey, Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you. Is vivisected and then subjected to every CD of Kamal's. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pen unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
His object all sublime, he will achieve in time, to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pen unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment.
The prepubescent skateboard rider who cuts in and drives you nuts is chained as a tripper on board the Big Dipper until he has spewed his guts. Those head-banging half-wits whose radios blast us their noise they refuse to stem are given short shrift then locked in a lift, playing classics on Concert FM. But most of all, that modern-day menace who takes opinion polls. He's first stripped nude, then barbecued over red-hot burning coals. The lunatic salesman who raves on the telly, disrupting our tranquil lives, is sliced to the pith. Most appropriately with a set of his own steak knives. But wait, there's more. My object all sublime, I shall achieve in time. Let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pay, unwillingly represent a source of innocent merriment, of innocent merriment. Punishment fit the crime. Yes! Punishment fit the crime. Yes!
And you call me an old rocker?
Yeah. Get down, get down.
I can still get down.
No, get down. That's sort of get down. I'm honoured in being permitted to welcome your majesty. I guess the object of your majesty's visit, your wishes have been attended to. The execution has taken place.
Oh, you've had an execution.
I ask the questions.
I give the answers. What was the question again?
Oh, you had an execution.
What was the answer?
Yes!
Yes! The coroner has just handed me his certificate.
I am the coroner.
Aren't you Rolf Harris?
No! You sit down.
They all look the same to me. And this is the certificate of his death. Yes. At Nanki-Poo, in the presence of a Lord the Chief Justice, Lord the Chancellor, Attorney General, Minister for Bloomer Repairs. Oh, I mean Consumer Affairs.
I love his jokes.
And the Lord Mayor.
Yes, they were all present, Your Majesty. I counted them myself.
Very good house. I wish I'd been in time for the performance.
Oh, he was a very tough fellow. A man of gigantic strength. His struggles were terrific. It was a really remarkable scene.
Describe it.
Come on,
Come on.
The criminal cried as he dropped him down in a state of wild alarm. With a frightful, frantic, fearful frown, I bared my big right arm. I seized him by his little pigtail, and on his knees fell he. As he squirmed and struggled and gurgled and guggled, I drew my snickersnee, my snickersnee. Oh, never shall I forget the cry or the shriek that shrieked he, as I gnashed my teeth when from its sheath I drew my snickersnee.
You know him well, he cannot tell untrue or groundless tales. He always tries to utilize, and every time he fails.
He shivered and shook as he gave the sign for the stroke he didn't deserve.
When all of a sudden his eye met mine, and it seemed to brace his nerve.
For he nodded his head and kissed his hand and whistled and added he,
as the saber true
cut cleanly through
his cervical vertebrae. His vertebrae. When a man's afraid, a beautiful maid is a cheering sight to see. And it's so I'm glad that moment sad was stood by the side of me. Oh yeah, was stood by the side of me.
The tale will tell you can't sail with truth in light and breeze. The taste exact of all respect amounts to a disease.
Now, though you'd have said that head was dead, for its owner dead was he. It sat on its neck with a smile well bred and bowed 3 times to me. It was none of your impudent offhand nods, but as humble as could be, for it clearly knew the deference due to a man of pedigree. Of pedigree. Ugh. It's silicon. Oh, I vow this deathly bow was a touching sight to see. Though trunkless yet, it couldn't forget the deference due to me.
It's for you, it speaks the truth whenever he finds it pays. And in this case, it all took place exactly as we said. Exactly as we said.
All this is very interesting, and I should like to have seen it, but we came about a totally different matter. A year ago, my son, the heir to the throne of Japan, bolted from our imperial court.
Indeed? Had he any reason to be dissatisfied with his position?
None whatsoever. On the contrary, I was going to marry him, yet he fled.
Oh, I am surprised that he fled from one so lovely.
Oh, that's not true.
No.
You hold that I am not beautiful because my face is plain, but you know nothing. You are still unenlightened. Learn, then, that it is not in the face alone that beauty is to be sought. Why, my right elbow has a fascination few can resist.
Oh, really? May I?
It is on view Tuesdays and Fridays on presentation of a visiting card. And as for my circulation, it is the largest in the world!
And yet, he fled?
And is now masquerading in this town disguised as a second keyboard player.
A second keyboard player?
Yes, would it be troubling you too much if I asked you to produce him? He goes by the name of Nappy-san.
Nanki-Poo!
Nanki-Poo!
Nanki-Who?
Nanki-Poo!
Quite easy. No, it's rather difficult. In point of fact, he's training for the Olympics. No, He's abroad. Oh, he's abroad! He's abroad!
Abroad?
He's abroad!
Where?
Where? Twizel? Ah!
What's the matter?
See here, his name, Nanki-Poo, beheaded this morning. Oh, where shall I find another? Where shall I find another?
Dear. This is very tiresome. My poor fellow, in your anxiety to carry out my wishes, you have beheaded the heir to the throne of Japan.
I beg to offer an unqualified apology.
I decide to associate myself with this expression of regret.
We really hadn't the least notion.
Of course you hadn't. How could you? Come, grasshoppers. Do not distress yourselves. It was no fault of yours. I'm sure he thoroughly deserved all he got. Besides, how could you tell? I forget the punishment for compassing the death of the heir apparent.
Punishment?
Yes. Something a-ring-a-ring, with a boring oar in it, I fancy. Something of that sort, but I'm not sure. I know it's something humorous. Not ring-a-ring. With either a boring oar or...
Melted lead.
Oh, come, don't fret. I'm not a bit angry.
Well, if your majesty will accept our assurance, we had no idea.
We knew nothing about it.
I wasn't even there.
That's the pathetic part of it. Unfortunately, the fool of an act says, compassing the death of the heir apparent. I'll have what she's having. In the act, there's not a word about a mistake.
No.
Or not knowing.
No.
Or having no notion.
No.
Or not being there.
No.
There should be, of course.
Yes.
But there isn't.
Oh.
That's a slovenly way in which these acts are always drawn. However, cheer up. It'll be all right. I'll have it altered. Next session. Now, let's see about your execution. Will after luncheon suit you? Can you wait till then?
Oh, yes, we can wait till then.
Then we'll make it after luncheon.
Oh, I don't want any luncheon.
I'll have his.
Shh.
I'm really so sorry for you all, but it's an unjust world, and virtue is triumphant only in theatrical performances.
Oh, Nanki-Poo.
Mia-sama, oma mano mai e mi. Pira, suru no wa nanya no. Sayonara must rush to Miss Saigon.
This is a nice mess you've got us into with your nodding head and deference due to a man of pedigree.
Well, it was merely corroborative detail intended to give artistic verisimilitude to an otherwise bald and unconvincing narrative.
Corroborative detail indeed. Corroborative fiddlestick.
Oh, and you're just as bad as he is with your cock and bull story about catching his eye and whistling an air. But it's just like you. You always got to stick your oar in.
What about you and your big right arm, eh?
Yes, and your snicker-snee.
Oh, you leave my snicker-snee out of this. There's only one thing to be done. Nanki-Poo hasn't started yet. We've got to bring him back to life again at once. And here he is.
Oh, what a stroke of luck.
Nanki-Poo, good news. You've been reprieved.
Oh, but you're too late. I'm a dead man and I'm off on my honeymoon.
No, nonsense. Something terrible has just happened. It appears you're the son of the Mikado.
Yes, but that happened some time ago.
This is no time for airy persiflage. Your father is here, and with Katisha.
My father? And with Katisha?
Is there an echo? Yes, and he wants you particularly.
So does she.
But he's married now.
My dear child, what has that got to do with anything?
Katisha claims me in marriage, but I cannot marry her because I am already married. Consequently, she will insist on my execution, and if I am executed, my wife will have to be buried alive.
You see our difficulty, don't you?
Yes. I don't know what's to be done.
There is one chance for you. If you could persuade Katisha to marry you, then she would have no further claim over me, and I could come to life without any fear of being put to death. Bye.
I marry Katisha?
Good idea. Want to buy a ring?
Get away.
I really think it's the only course.
My dear child, have you seen her? She's something appalling.
And that's just her face.
Oh, come on. Come on. She's got a couple of very good points. And she's got this elbow. It's all... People come from miles to see her elbow.
My dear sir, I decline to pin my heart on any woman's elbow.
It comes to this. While Katisha is single, I prefer to be a disembodied spirit. When Katisha is married, my existence will be as welcome as the flowers in spring. The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, breathe promise of merry sunshine. As we merrily dance and we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that they bring, tra-la, of a summer of roses and wine, of a summer of roses and wine. And that's what I mean when I say that a thing is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, the flowers that bloom in the spring.
Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, have nothing to do with the case. For I've got to take under my wing, tra-la, a most unattractive old thing, tra-la, with a caricature of a face, with a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing. Oh, bugger the flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la, bother the flowers in spring.
Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
Come here. Listen. One flower that blooms in the spring, tra-la, needs plucking and that double quick. Her dynasty's older than Ming, tra-la, but one way to make it a fling, tra-la. Think of her as a spring chick.
Yes, she's really a little spring chick.
Her skin is not all that incredibly thick. I mean, to burst her balloon just takes one little... Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, I think I hear wedding bells ring. Ding!
Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
The flowers that bloom in the spring, tra-la, are quickly becoming a bore. 'Cause I'm not a complete ding-a-ling, tra-la.
But it boils down to one simple thing, tra-la. Find her desirable or bet your life it's a final encore. So marry the cat or will all of us swing? A bunch of dead flowers and one ding-a-ling. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, flowers that bloom in the spring. Sing
tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la.
My soul is still my body's prisoner. Remote the peace that death alone can give. My doom to wait, my punishment to hearts do not break, they sting and ache for old love's sake, but do not die. For with each breath they long for death, as witnesseth the leaving eye, the leaving eye. Oh, living eye, come tell me why, when hope is gone, dost thou stay on? Why linger here where all is drear? Oh, living eye, come tell me why, when hope is gone, dost thou stay on? May not a cheated maiden die. May not a cheated maiden die.
Katisha! The miscreant who robbed me of my love. But vengeance pursues. They are heating the cauldron.
Katisha! Behold the humble suppliant at your feet. Katisha! Mercy!
Mercy? Had you mercy on him? See here, you. You have slain my love. He did not love me, but he would have in time. I am an acquired taste. Only the educated palate can appreciate me. I was educating his palate when he left me, and now he is dead, and where shall I find another? It takes years to train a man to love me. Oh, where shall I find another?
Here? Here?
What?
What? Katisha, for years I have loved you with an itchy back. No. For years I have loved you with a white, hot passion which is slowly but surely consuming my very vitals. Shrink not from me. If there is aught of woman's mercy in your heart, turn not away from a love-sick suppliant, ow, whose every fibre thrills at your tiniest touch. True it is that under a poor mask of disgust, I have endeavored to conceal a passion whose inner fires are boiling the oil. No, broiling the very soul within me. But the fire will not be smothered. It defies all attempts at extinction.
Breaking!
Yes, breaking waves. No, breaking wind. Breaking forth! All the more eagerly for its long restraint. It declares itself in words that will not be weighed, that cannot be schooled, that should not be too severely criticized. Katisha, I dare not hope for your love, but I will not live without it. Darling,
you! Whose hands still reek with the blood of my betrothed, dare to address words of passion to the woman you have so foully wronged?
I do. Accept my love, or I perish on the spot.
Go to. Who knows so well as I that no one ever yet died of a broken heart?
You know not what you say. Listen. On a tree by a river, a little tom-tit sang willow, tit, willow, tit, willow. And I said to him, dicky bird, why do you sit singing willow, tit willow, tit willow? Is it weakness of intellect, birdie, I cried, or a rather tough worm in your little inside? With a shake of his poor little head, he replied, oh, willow, tit willow, tit willow. He slapped at his chest as he sat on that bough, singing willow, tit willow, tit willow. And a cold perspiration bespangled his brow. Oh, willow, willow. He sobbed and he sighed and a gurgle he gave. Then he plunged himself into the billowing wave. And an echo arose from the suicide's grave. Oh, willow,
tit willow.
Tit willow. Now I feel just as sure as I'm sure that my name isn't
Willow, tit willow, tit willow.
That was blighted affection that made him exclaim, oh, willow, tit willow, tit willow. Now if you remain callous and obdurate, I shall perish as he did, and you will know why. Though I probably shall not exclaim as I die, oh, willow, tit willow, tit willow.
Did he really die of love?
He really did.
All on account of a cruel little hen?
Yes.
Oh, poor little chap.
It's an affecting tale, and quite true. I knew the bird intimately.
Oh, did you? Oh, he must have been awfully fond of her.
His devotion was something extraordinary.
Oh, poor little chap. And if I refuse you, will you go and do the same?
At once.
Oh, no. Anything but that.
Oh, I am a silly little goose.
You are.
And you won't hate me if I'm just a teensy-weensy wee bit bloodthirsty, will you?
Hate you? Oh, Katisha.
Oh.
Is there not beauty, even in bloodthirstiness?
My idea exactly. Woo! There is beauty in the bellow of the blast. There is grandeur in the growling of the gale. There is eloquent outpouring when the lion is a-roaring and the tiger is a-lashing of his tail.
Yes! I like to see a tiger from the Congo or the Niger, and especially when lashing of his tail.
Volcanoes have a splendor that is grim, and earthquakes only terrify the dolts. But to him who's scientific, there is nothing that's terrific in the falling of a flight of thunderbolts.
Yes!
Whoops!
In spite of all my meekness, if I have a little weakness, it's a passion for a flight of thunderbolts. If that is so, sing daddy-dum daddy, it's evident very our tastes are one. Away we'll go and merrily marry, not tardily tarry till day is done.
There is beauty in extreme old age. Do you fancy you are elderly enough? Information I'm requesting on a subject interesting. Is a maiden all the better when she's tough?
Throw out the wide dominion, it's the general opinion that she'll last a good deal longer when she's tough.
Are you old enough to marry, do you think?
Oh, yes!
Won't you wait until you're 80 in the shade?
Oh, no!
There's a fascination frantic in a ruin that's romantic. Do you think you are sufficiently decayed?
Oh, the matter that you mention, I have given some attention. And I think I am sufficiently decayed. Oh.
If that is so, sing daddy down, daddy, it's evident, very odd taste for one. I will go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. If that is so, sing daddy down, daddy, it's evident, very odd taste for one. I will go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. Daddy down, daddy, will merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done.
It's so sing daddy down, daddy, it's evident, very I'll taste the one. I will go and merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done. Daddy down, daddy, will merrily marry, nor tardily tarry till day is done.
Now then, we've had a capital lunch and we're quite ready. Have all the painful preparations been made?
Your Majesty, all is prepared.
Then produce the unfortunate gentleman and his well-meaning but misguided accomplices.
Mercy! Mercy for Coco! Mercy for the three little maids! Mercy even for Pooh Bah!
I beg your pardon. Who is Pooh Bah?
Don't look at me, sport. I'm Rolf Harris, remember?
My husband that was to have been is dead, and I have just married this miserable object.
Huh. You've not been long about it.
Oh, we were married before Rolf the registrar.
That's right, sport. Trust the registrar. Sure can.
I see. But my difficulty is, apart from all these R's and L's, is that you have slain the heir apparent.
The heir apparent is not slain.
Bless my heart, my son, Nincompoop.
Nanki-Poo, Dad.
And your daughter-in-law elected.
Oh, yum, yum.
Traitor! You have deceived me!
Yes, you are entitled to a riddle explanation, but I think he will give it better whole than in our riddle pieces.
Yes, Your Majesty, it is true that I stated I had killed Nanki-Poo.
With most affecting particulars.
Oh, yes, or it was merely corroborative detail, or it was intended to give artistic verisimilitude, or...
Will you refrain from putting in your oars? Whoa. It's like this. Your Majesty says, let a thing be done. Consequently, it is as good as done. Practically, it is done, because Your Majesty's will is law. Your Majesty says, kill a gentleman, and a gentleman is told off to be killed. Consequently, he's as good as dead. Practically, he is dead. And if he is dead, why not say so?
I see. Nothing could possibly be more satisfactory.
Oh, he's gone and married Yum Yum. And you're preparing for all will be merry. I think you had better succumb and join our expressions of glee.
On this subject, I pray you be dumb. Your notions so many are not worth a penny. The word for your guidance is mum. You've a very good bargain in me.
On the subject, we pray you be dumb. We think you had better succumb. We find there are many who wait for a penny, who wait for a penny. There are lots of efficiency, there are lots of efficiency.
mountain cloud has passed away.
I'll trace the dawning day.
What though the night may come too soon?
With ease and peace of afternoon.
Then let the throng and joy dance with laughing song and merry dance. And let the throng and joy dance with laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song. With joyous shout and ring and cheer. Inaugurate and Eucharist. Joyous shout and ring and cheer. Inaugurate and Eucharist. Joyous shout and ring and cheer. Inaugurate and Eucharist. Sing, song, and dance with song and someday it may happen that a victim must be found. I've got a little list. He's got a little list. Behold the Lord high executioner. Behold the Lord high executioner. I've got them on the list. I've got them on the list. And they'll none of them be missed. They'll none of them be missed.
Do ye your worst, my vengeance call to rise, cry up and over all. In a morning, all and down to joy we saw this night was down the echoes of the mythical, and I cry up and over all.
both elope. Jimmy Chop or too much clammy. Either way, it's a double whammy. Couldn't really go. Got a lot of scope. Couldn't hold much hope. With a passion that's intense, you worship man adore. But the laws of common sense are harder to ignore. If what he says is true, he's dead to marry you. He's a tricky state of things. He's a tricky how he do. He's a tricky state of things. He's gonna marry you now. No matter where you go, we marry you. Keep it within us now. And no matter where you go, all this other thing that we go. Now we keep it within us now. I'm not to lie. Here I may. Winner and may. Winner and may. You're all lost the vision to see. I'm not the vision to see. There's lots of vision to see. There's lots of vision to see.
Someday it may happen that a victim must be found. I've got a little list. He's got a little list. Behold the Lord high executioner. Behold the Lord high executioner. I've got them on the list. I've got them on the list. And they'll none of them be missed. They'll none of them be missed.
Ye come and stroll, ye take the skull, you're on the
not too cocoa-blighted. I would say in tender tones, loved one, let us be united. Let us be each other's own.
I mean to rule the earth.
This, oh this, oh this, oh this, this is what I'll never do. I'll never do. This is what I'll never, never do.
Here's a slippery slope. If you both elope, Jimmy chop on tuna clammy